You don't need to go to Karen's Diner to receive poor service. Just come to Kilts and Capers Ale House. But before we share my experience here, let's get into some reviews. It's review time. So this restaurant currently has a rating of 4.3 stars. That's surprising to me after my experience. But let's get into the first review here. It's a 1-star review from D. Jackson. Says he went there to play the VLTs and he has mice running all over his feet. Please tell me you called the health authority. That's disgusting. Our second review comes in from Dustin, and it's another 1-star. He says, terrible. The gyozas were soggy and unedible. The waitress did not check up on him and charge him full price for his meal. And we're going to wrap things up with a 5-star review from Jesse. Jesse says, fantastic place. It was wing night, so it was loud, but they had lots of flavors of wings to enjoy. So now let's share my experience. It's a pub in Mackenzie Town. You walk in, and it's got the big door there. You kind of open that door, and you go to the pub to seat yourself, kind of enjoy it. I saw the waitress there, so I said hello, and she didn't say anything back, even though she looked right at us. Kind of odd, I found. Okay. We found a booth that was calling our names and made ourselves comfy and waited about, let's say, 4.5 minutes for the waitress to come over and greet us, even though she had already seen us walk in. So here's a quick view of the pub itself. As you can tell, it's not very busy at all at this moment. They had a couple servers going and a bartender, and it just wasn't that busy. This was during lunch hour as well, so a pub not busy at lunch hour? So like I said, about after a 4.5 minute wait, she finally came and took our drink order. Good, thank you yourself.
Anything to drink, sir?
Do you have Pepsi products?
It's Coke.
Can I do Sprite, please?
Sure.
Can I get a Coke Zero, please?
Sure.
Thank you.
It's Diet Coke. Is that
Diet Coke's fine. And can I get a water, please, as well? She took our drink order and we browsed the menu for a few. It's not the biggest menu, but it's got a lot of your favorite pub classics on there. So she came and dropped off her drinks, and she wasn't very pleasant at all. Like, oh, here's your drinks. What can I get for you? Just kind of like dropped her drinks, and she was ready to run. I had to ask her what the soup of the day was. What's the soup of the day today?
Cream of broccoli.
Cream of broccoli. Yum.
It's a good soup of the day.
It is a good soup of the day.
Teriyaki beef wrap is the special.
Oh,
Teriyaki, okay.
What's that?
It's a special.
No, but what's in it? Is it on the menu?
Veggies, teriyaki, sauce, beef, and it comes with a side.
Okay,
Awesome.
cool. Thanks.
When my wife had asked what the special was, she kind of like looked at her like she was a moron. Just didn't really enjoy the vibe there. She's not pleasant, no tone. Just kind of looks like she hates her job and she didn't want us to be there. So we kind of already knew what we wanted, and we were almost ready to place our orders there, but she didn't really take our orders. She just kind of walked away. So after, I'm going to say 8.5, 9 minutes, and that's being easy. We were like seeing her walking around. We're trying to make eye contact with her. She finally came to take our orders. There was an actual point at the meal where we decided, like we talked about paying for just the drinks only because we hadn't placed our order yet and leaving because we were felt so disrespected and just not welcomed at this restaurant. You got a cash on you? So after an extremely long wait time, here she comes, finally. And when she came to greet us, she wasn't the most pleasant, but that doesn't surprise us, does it, folks? The progress of the
Guys ready?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
What would you like?
You want to go first?
You go.
I'll get the French dip, please.
Sure. What would you like on the side?
We'll go with the soup, please. Thank you.
These are the fingers. Chicken fingers or pierogies?
Whatever you want.
Wait a second.
Thank you.
Chicken fingers, please.
Sure. What would you like for a side?
Side. Curly fries? Curly fries?
Yeah, curly French soup.
Curly fries,
Thank you.
Thank you.
We placed our order, and about 12, maybe 15 minutes later, it
And
arrives.
a French dip?
Yep, thank you so
Enjoy,
much.
guys.
Once she dropped her food off, that was the last time we heard from her until it was time to pay our bill. She even looked at our empty plates a few times and walked by. Didn't say much at all. So now that we've got our food, it's time to get into it. We started off with the soup. And the soup, my wife, as soon as it came out, always said it looks like the kitchen, like something in the kitchen sink. And it wasn't great. It didn't taste well at all. I did not enjoy the soup, and I didn't finish it. Now we're trying the French dip, and it was okay. I feel it was a little weak on the meat side. The meat was dry, and it just wasn't the best beef dip or version of a beef dip I've ever had in my life. Now on to the chicken strips and curly fries. Chicken strips are okay. They were good. They were decent. Nothing to write home about, but nothing to complain about really. And the curly fries, they're curly fries. How can you really complain about curly fries? And we're finished with our meals, and now we wait. And we wait for a very, very, very long time. I'm going to say about 10 minutes. It was very very uncomfortable just seeing her walk by with other people's plates, looking over at us and not saying anything. It was just weird.
Lemonade. All done?
Yeah, thank you so much.
Anything else?
No, it's everything.
Thank you.
She takes her plates and then comes back and doesn't say anything. Just kind of gives me the sheen. Doesn't really say a word. Kind of weird. I don't know.
Really sad about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Were they really sad?
Yeah. Yeah, really sad.
Need a coffee today?
No, thank you. So now that everybody's seen my experience, it's time for me to rate my experience. And I'm going to give these guys 1 star. I feel like the food was very under par. Probably the worst pub food I've had in a while. And the service. The service is what did it for me. And it was very poor. I'm going to call it horrendous service. So 1 star it is. Thank you so much for watching and enjoy your day.